Darkness, silence. It's as if someone is asleep. You can hear, well, you guys can't hear, but imagine it's a movie. There's a light sound of breathing with snoring. And suddenly the snoring just kind of stops. And you can, like, as if shifting in a bed, rolling around, covers kind of being moved. And a feminine voice speaks out, and there's a very strong sense of panic, fear. No, 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 please. No, no, please, not again. And then sobbing, uncontrollable sobbing. And it just stops. Daytime comes. You guys are all sitting. You guys have met each other through different tours and concerts that you guys have performed around the United States. And you all are together. It's daytime. You got the van loaded and you're headed to your next tour. And you, right now, just kind of chilling. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna look at everybody and I'm say, "Oh, I can't wait to just get to the next town. I'm tired already." Even though she didn't really do much in the way of lifting or much at all. One might question what she's tired about, but she's just gonna say, I'm gonna go ahead and head into the van. Does anybody want to join me?"
You hear just silence. Neither of the other people seem to make any kind of noises or any conversation whatsoever. So you just kind of chilling out in the back of the van as you guys are just driving to your
Uh,
destination. Driving you, the ones in the front seat, whoever's in the front seat, you see a sign that's coming up ahead, and it says, "Welcome to Salem, Massachusetts." And the sign goes past you. You continue to go forward, and it's a pretty pretty good size town. And you guys managed to find your destination, which was just a hotel to kind of first off get everything situated. That way you can be prepared for your concert, which is supposed to be in a couple days. This gives you time to settle down, relax, not have to rush, kind of take a load off and a breather so you can be well rested for the concert and then get back on the road. So you guys pull in. It's a decent sized hotel.
yeah.
It's not really anything super fancy, but not anything that's run down either. And it's called the Pine Oaks Hotel. And you guys have not paid for your room quite yet, but you did call to make sure that there would be some kind of vacancy that you could have. And they said that, yeah, there's usually always a couple rooms vacant at most of the times.
Mhm.
So now that you guys are here, what are you going to do?
I I'm starving, and it's been a long road. I want to find something to eat.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you say anything to any of your friends or
Well, I'm looking at my phone, and then because it's been kind of quiet because no one really spoke up. that I heard anyway. I'm
Yeah,
looking
no.
at my phone and I'm just gonna blurt it out. I'm hungry.
I could certainly eat something. Um, Add a character. Can I get everybody's names so I can put them down on my sheet? My name is Jessica. My character's name is Jessica.
That's a good call, actually.
Mine's Faith.
Faith. Okay. Faith.
And mine is Andy.
Got it.
Jessica Faith.
Jessica, Faith, and Andy. Cool. All right. I'm going to join Andy and I say, yeah, I could have a little bite of something. Traveling with her, she doesn't eat much. It's a wonder, like how do you function and you eat so little? But yeah,
Some
people just can.
yep.
And
Yeah.
Andy's kind of the polar opposite. He just always wants to, because he's always go, always interacting with people, running the VIPs for them, and all that stuff. He's constantly people interacting. So he is just, food is like his comfort item to calm down when people stress him out for being stupid.
Hmm.
That's it.
My character is gonna stay back and check over the equipment.
Okay. So yeah, you're going over the equipment and things of that nature. The equipment seems to be fine. Obviously there would have to be some plugging in and whatnot to make sure that everything's still a-okay, but from your last concert to this one, you kind of just assume that since it's only been a few days or so, and all you've done is load the equipment into the back of the van and travel, that most likely the equipment is still operational and should be fully functioning. So you're looking over your phone, and what kind of food are you looking for?
Well, I think I'm feeling like some pizza. It's been a little while.
Okay. There's you look, and there's several different pizza places. There's Pizza Hut, there's Domino's, there's a Casey's Pizza, there's several different pizza outlets that you could eat at.
Well, since as I'm looking at my phone, it looks like they're all pretty well rated. So I think as I'm looking at Google, I'm just gonna like randomly scroll, and then wherever I stop is what we're gonna go with.
Okay. So
And
you just
what's up?
no, go ahead.
Okay. Well, let's say because so I basically I'm just pulling up Google and just looking for pizza near me, and I'm just gonna scroll, and again just gonna randomly stop on my screen. Whatever I stop on is where I'm gonna look at the menu and order from.
Okay. So you just kind of stop and scroll on it. It pops on as a Pizza Inn. Pizza Inn's got the phone number. You could just, like with most cell phones, press the phone number, deal on Google, and it'll say, "Do you want to call the pizza place?" So you call them, and you hear, "Pizza Inn, how can I help you?"
Well, yeah, I just want to place an order. It's for pickup. Can I just get a large pizza with everything on it?
Large pizza with everything? Yeah. Are you picking it up, or are we delivering it to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna come by and pick it up.
Gonna come by and pick it up, okay. And then you can kind of hear noises on the other end, like he's, doing the things needed to make sure that he gets the order correct. He says, "Okay, that should be what with the special going on. That should be $12.49."
Perfect. Let me just check and see if there's anything else that I want. Hey, Jess, is there anything that you're wanting to grab?
Uh, just one slice of plain cheese.
Okay. I'm sure we can do. Then I'm gonna go back to the phone. Can we do that with like a quarter of that cheese, or is that possible?
He says, "Yeah, it'll cost extra, but we can do that."
That's fine. We'll just do one large pizza, everything on it, with a quarter of that just cheese.
Okay, and he kind of goes back, and you can hear buttons being pressed again, like he's editing the original order. And he says that will be 14.49.
All right. Sounds good. About how long will that be?
He says, "Oh, it should be ready," and I'd say 20 minutes or so.
Perfect. Well, I will be there to pick it up then. Thank you.
He's like, "Thank you. Have a good day." And he hangs up. And so, you have about a 20-minute wait, and you guys have not gotten a room yet. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
We secure
I
a
think
room.
yeah. Oh, I think I want to see if we can check in yet. Maybe there's early check-in available, or if we can just check in general. Not sure what time we arrived.
Oh, it's about midday, probably 2 in the afternoon or so. So they're definitely open. So is y'all three going in? Is one person going in? How are you guys managing it?
I'm definitely walking with Andy. Faith can come if she wants, but I'm definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll follow them too.
Okay. So all three of you kind of go into the main area where you rent a room, and an older gentleman sitting behind the counter. He kind of seems to be bored, like he's not really doing much. He's got like a little TV off to the side where he's watching. Looks like an old rerun of like Andy Griffith, and he kind of glances over and sees you, and he turns his frame to face you guys in the counter, and he goes, what can I do for you?"
Um, I want to describe. I want to describe what my character's wearing because I just realized I should probably do that, and I wonder how the how the old man will react to it. But she's in combat boots with fishnet stockings and a black miniskirt, and she's wearing a black T-shirt that has a double stuffed Oreo on it, but it has like a feminine face with hearts around it, and it's making an ahegao face, and it says "Double Stuff Me Daddy" on it.
Okay. Uh, he kind of gives you like a couple glances, but it's almost like he's not seen anyone, not necessarily identical to you, but like where your location is, that the whole combat boots and fishnets thing where you're at is probably decently common.
Mm.
And so he just kind of he looks at your shirt and glances you up and down a little bit, but not necessarily in any kind of way.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so you guys walk up there, and he said, what can I do for you?
I'm gonna let
If anybody
Andy speak. Go ahead.
else, if anybody else wants to describe what they're wearing or doing, you're more than welcome to.
Um. Well, so Andy would just be um wearing. So his usual garb is something like um how would I say, like kind of like a flannel jacket with some kind like some band shirt underneath his jacket. In this instance, I'd say he's wearing a shirt for Ice Nine Kills. wearing, considering the time of year, he's got a pair of jeans with some Vans shoes, just very what you'd typically think like someone like you look at this guy and be like, yeah, he listens to rock music. He listens to the devil's music.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're in
Sure.
town.
Safe's usual kind of look would be like like a vest top, jeans, work boots, and like a flight jacket.
Okay. Then yeah, most certainly, yeah, you all get some glances here and there, but he doesn't really say anything. So, it's just kind of assumed that he's seen what many would say is your kind before. So, uh, so you guys get the looks, and you know what? Before you guys say anything, I want all of you to make perception checks.
Ooh, dice roll. Okay.
First
Okay.
off, does everyone have the Genesis dice roller? I had given it out a couple weeks ago.
Got it. I'm on it. I can
Yeah,
link it if need be.
Yep, I got it.
I got it.
Oh, you got it too, Xander? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to help each of you. So,
Cool.
let me load up a character sheet so I don't have a character sheet in front of me. Let's see. Genesis. Okay, so perception will be cunning. So I will help all of you build a dice pool because you may not remember how.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with Kyoki. Okay, Kyoki, what is your cunning rating?
2.
Okay. What is your perception skill?
Or I'm sorry, you said cunning. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Where is? I was looking at the wrong thing. Where is?
It should be kind of at the top where it says brawn, agility.
Oh yeah. Cunning is 3.
Okay. What is your perception?
Perception is 2.
Perception is 2. Okay, so the highest amount of dice. So, for instance, since your cunning, you said it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you would start off with 3 green, and since your perception is a 2, you would take 2 of those greens away and substitute them for 2 yellow. So your dice pool so far should have 1 green and 2 yellow.
Does it matter if I have a career in perception or not yet?
No, your career, all that means is when you have a career skill, it means it costs less to upgrade it.
With XP.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have 1 green. You should have yellow. Do 1 purple. And do a light blue, a boost.
Okay.
Okay. Don't roll that yet. And then I'm going to go with Xander. Okay, Xander, what is your cunning?
My cunning is 2.
What's your perception?
I didn't put anything in perception.
Okay. So your dice pool will be 2 green, 1 purple, and 1 light blue.
Yeah.
Okay, don't roll that yet.
And can we just cover again real quick? Sorry to cut you. Can we just cover real quick of what are each of these die again? Like, what do they each mean?
Okay, absolutely. So your green die is what's called your ability dice. It's basically your natural aptitude at doing something without training. So the way it works is between, like, for instance, let's use perception as an example, since that's what we're doing. So your perception goes off of your cunning. The higher of the 2 values is your ability dice. The lower of the 2 values between those 2 are what's called your proficiency dice. The yellow training. That is basically the yellow dice are proficiency dice, meaning you have like you're more trained in it. It's not just a natural aptitude, but like you're just more basically just more trained and skilled at that thing. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, so that's why. So because I have 2 in perception, that's why it replaced 2 of the greens of the
Yes.
cunning that I had 3 in. Because okay, I think I got you.
So yellow is better than green. Yellow is better than green, has higher chances of success and advantages. Now, the purple dice is a difficulty dice. That is, the difficulty dice has failures and threats. So that is a way to try to cancel out successes to try to make you fail. And a light blue die is known as a boost die. That means that there's something in the environment that is giving you an advantage to help you succeed. In this case, it's because the older gentleman is a little older and his hearing isn't as well. So the television that he's watching is a little louder.
Okay.
In this case, you're listening for something on television. And since his volume is up louder because of his older age, that is why you have the boost die. Does that make sense?
Yep. I follow.
Cool. Okay. Jack, what is your cunning?
Cunning is 2.
What is your perception?
Goose egg.
Goose egg. Okay. So you also have 2 green like Xander,
Mhm.
and then you will have 1 purple
Mhm.
and 1 light blue.
1 light blue. Okay.
Now, if you guys would roll those dice, if you don't know your result, you can screenshot it and put it in the main chat. If you do know your result, you could just tell me, and then I can narrate the outcome. However, you guys want to do it.
Okay, I'll screenshot it for now until I get used to how it flows, and go from there.
Yeah.
And if you guys would post it in general chat for ease of saying me.
All right. I posted mine. Kyoki posted his.
The website might actually be, because I used the website before, the website might be more straightforward than the app. I don't know, we'll see, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna screenshot mine.
Yeah, the website probably be better, because it defines things more. So let me pull up the website.
I like the dice roller better personally.
That's fine.
Well, I was using the app one, and then because we said screenshots, I had to switch. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it back in.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, so Kyoki,
Mm-hmm.
Xander. So you don't quite notice this yet, Jack.
Okay.
You're kind of maybe you're just not paying attention or looking around, but
Yeah.
noticed that the Andy Griffith show had gone off, and a breaking news has just come on, and you see that this young female is standing outside of a home, and there's some cop cars, and there's uh like paramedics, things like that at the scene, and you notice that there's like yellow tape. So you obviously know that some form of crime scene or something tragic occurred that they want to keep people out. And why does it do that? There it goes. So the woman has longer blonde hair. She's early 30s, got pale skin, and she's holding a microphone. She's dressed in like a grayish colored suit. and she speaks with a very calm, serene voice, almost as if she's kind of shy, but professional at the same time. She says, "Hey everyone, Susan Shanahan here for WKBS 48 News, and we just got confirmation that a young lady was gruesomely murdered inside her home last night. Currently, we don't know what's going on, but reports are coming out that it's one of the most gruesome murders that has happened here in Salem in quite some time." And kind of continues talking on. And the older man is kind of glancing at the TV and kind of trying to pay attention to the news going on. But he does kind of look over at you guys while listening and says, "You guys, you guys are here for a room, 2 rooms. How many rooms you guys need?"
I'm gonna go for privacy's sake with the two ladies. I'm gonna go for and get my own room.
Okay. So, so you tell him you want your own room.
My character's gonna look to Andy and be like, "Oh, you sure about that?"
I'm just gonna look back at her and then just kind of go back to looking at the old man. Yeah, I'm good. I think getting a room for me is good.
Okay.
So the older gentleman kind of reaches over and grabs a room key, and he places it on the counter. He says, "That'll be $50 for the night, $50 each other night that you're staying. How are you checking the room out for just tonight? More than one day?"
Um, well, probably for just a day for now. We're in town for a concert, and we'll be hitting the road. Well, we'll say 2 days probably because we'll be hitting the road. Don't know if we're gonna hit the road either right after the show tomorrow or or early the next morning. So we'll go. I'll say 2 nights just to be on the safe side.
He just kind of nods and goes, "Oh, sure, sure." And then, so he said $50, for the first night. And then he looks at the two ladies and he goes, "What about you two?"
I'm gonna look to Faith and I'm gonna say, "You want to split a room?"
Yeah, Faith's gonna look back and say, "Sure, makes sense."
Yeah, we'll split.
He grabs another room key and he places it down on the counter. He says, "That'll be $50."
I'm gonna look in. I got a little a purse, little black purse around my shoulder, my left shoulder, and I'm like looking through. I'm like, how much did you say again?
$50.
50-50. Do you have any money on you? She says to Faith.
I'm gonna look in my jacket pockets for my wallet, and I'm guessing I have enough money to cover it.
I've knowing her, she doesn't like to spend much, but if she has to, she's just gonna be like, I've got 100 on me. That's it. So I guess we could split it, or you can just pay me back later. You will pay me back, right?
Yes.
I know you will. I know you're good for it. So I'm gonna give him the 100 to make change.
Okay.
My
You
sheet says money 100. Sorry, go ahead.
you give him the 100, and he just takes the 50 that he just got from Andy, gives you that, takes the whole 100, and then just puts it in the cash register.
That works too. And she smiles and laughs a little bit and moves to take the key and goes yoink when she does it and looks at Faith and says, "Come on."
You have earned my complete, unquestioning trust. So the way the rooms are set up is The girls got a room on the bottom floor, ground floor, and Kyoki, your room is right above theirs, but you got to go up like a short flight.
I don't expect to be screamed at.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to. I want to just like. I'm gonna look at the old man and say, "Thanks for the room, man. Appreciate it."
He says, I appreciate your business. If there's anything I can get you to do for you, please don't hesitate to call and ask.
You got it. Then we'll start heading towards my room.
Okay. You start heading towards your room. I'm assuming you guys are going to grab your luggage and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I guess we'll head out to the van first to grab the essentials that we would not want to leave in the van overnight.
yeah, so you guys go out to the van, you grab your essentials, take them to your rooms. And the rooms are nice. They're not anything like special to write home about, but they're definitely cozy looking. And Kyoki, you have a one bed and two beds in theirs. So it's it'll do. For since you're not going to be here that long, it'll definitely do. And so a little time has passed, and about that time, Kyoki, you kind of remember that you're also supposed to go pick up a pizza.
You don't know when we begin. Yup.
Yeah,
So-
because I'm definitely still hungry. So I'm gonna like look around because didn't really designate who was driving. So I'm gonna look around like my pockets and stuff to see if I have the keys. And I don't think I do. I'm thinking last I remembered, Jessica had the keys. And I'm just like thinking to myself and rolling my eyes. She's been trying to flirt with me all night and I'm exhausted. I really don't want to do this right now. Damn it. I need the keys though. Alright.
Gotta get out of here now. What? Why? Don't answer.
Then I'm gonna head down then towards their room because like last I remembered, Jessica had them, but either one of them must have the keys because I don't.
Okay, so you go down to their room and it's currently shut, the door, but do you knock? Do you just walk in?
I'm gonna knock.
You ladies here are knocking at your door.
I'm at the desk. The hotel room has like a desk or whatever, and I'm just like sorting things out in my purse, and then I hear the knock at the door. I was like, that's probably Andy. I'm gonna go ahead and walk towards the door and look through the peephole and then open it. Hello.
Definitely Andy.
So did you open the door or were you just saying it
she
to
opened,
yourself?
She opened the door and said hello. Yeah.
Hi, Jessica. Do you have the keys to the van? I am still very hungry and our pizza is ready.
Oh, is it? You want me to come with you? And I do have the keys.
I'm not gonna shake your hand.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, part of the pizza is yours too.
You want to come with, Faith?
Sure.
Okay. So, what time of year is it, by the way, if I may ask?
It's about the same time of year as it is now, winter time. Kind of cold.
All right. She's gonna grab the keys, and before she gives it to him, she's gonna hold it up and act like they're a mistletoe, and like, tis the season, I guess, right? Even though it's a little bit late for that.
Or a little early, I guess.
That too. Either or. How does Andy react to that?
He gets a little chuckle because of how hard Jessica is trying just to get any
Mm.
kind of reaction out of
Mhm.
him. But he's going to pull one of her moves when she got the key, when she had the room key. He's just gonna like yoink it from her hand and just reach it, just yoink.
She's gonna laugh. She's gonna. Oh, okay. She's gonna go back to her purse and start, putting everything back in, and get ready and say, "You coming? You coming, right? Right, Faith?" Even though she probably already heard, she probably forgot anyway. She asks again, "You coming?"
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Okay. So all three of you exit your hotels. Of course, you lock the doors, and you guys all get out to the van, and you start up the Google Maps since you guys are not. You don't know Salem that well, but it tells you, with ease how to get to your destination. You do. It takes about 5-6 minutes. It's not too far away. And are you going inside to get your pizza? Are you going through the drive-through? How you gonna handle it?
I think I'm going to go in to grab it because I wanted to grab something to drink while I was there as well.
Okay. So you park in a parking spot. You get out. Is the rest of you going in? The rest of you staying in the van?
I'll go in.
I'll also go in.
Okay. So all three of you exit the van and you go inside.
And
And
she's gonna say, "Make sure to lock up. We still have our stuff in here."
that's good. That's good. So you guys end up one of you locks the van, make sure that nothing gets stolen, but you all three make your way into the pizza restaurant, and you see that there's a young lady working the counter, and you can see that there's a bunch of tables inside, people's eating. There's some kids playing on arcades, various games like Galaga and Street Fighter 2, things like that. They got some more retro cabinets in, and one person in the far off corner is playing one of the old Mortal Kombat cabinets, and you can kind of see that they're a more stocky individual, and they're playing with someone else that's standing right next to them, and all you hear is, "You've been cold cocked, Hanzo."
She's gonna walk over and look at the game, look at the Mortal Kombat game, and see what's going on. And she's gonna, when she hears "You've been cold cocked, Hanzo," she's gonna smile to herself and like try to give her own little commentary, like, "Ooh, get him, yes, no, throw the, no, throw the kick, yes," that type of stuff.
So you commentary, and they're kind of getting a little chuckle out of it. It's Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. Sub-Zero's winning. And you go to the counter. I'm assuming, Kyoki, you're going to the counter to get your pizza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to the counter where the young woman is standing there. She looks to be 22, 23. Got her hair up in a ponytail. Got a sweet smile. She goes, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Hey, I called in a pizza order just a little bit ago.
She
Hoping
goes,
it's ready for me.
"May I have the name that it's under?"
Yeah, that would be under Andy Morris.
Andy Moore. She looks it up, and she goes, "Oh yes, okay. It's done. I'll go get it for you."
Awesome, thank you.
And she kind of turns and walks off. And what are you doing? What are you doing, Faith?
Kind of like awkwardly roaming around, just kind of looking at things.
Okay, so you're just kind of
I want to say too that as she's walking away, because like as she turns around to walk away, Andy does what most single men in his would probably do. He looks at her butt.
Wait,
Hey.
whose butt?
He looks at the chick at the pizza place's butt.
I was just
He-
making sure.
You gotta
Yeah, she turns around and walks away, and he's checking out her butt as she walks away.
Just there's something that I just want to say real quick. When we did the session 0, there's something on my sheet that I never explained, but at the end of the session I will if y'all want to, unless you figure it out already. But I just wanted to add that in there.
You know what's great? We
Mm.
got a jealous lady on our hands.
Do we now? Me? We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could be what's on the sheet. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be.
I know what's on the sheet.
Yeah, you certainly do.
She got back end. When you look, she's got a nice sway to her.
I'm like,
She got a nice sway.
throw the hook. Yes. Yes. Ooh, get over here.
Yeah, and they're still playing, and Scorpion's gotten close to beating Sub-Zero a couple times, but Sub-Zero always pulls it out. And so, what do you look? Are you looking for anything in particular, Faith? Or you just kind of walking around?
Kind of walking around, just like she's really kind of awkward. So she's just, rather than being with either of them or anything, she's just kind of on her own, awkwardly wandering.
Okay. Yeah, you see various kinds of drinks, and it's. I'm not gonna go through every drink. It's basically what you would expect. Well, okay, I will go over the drinks because you're not from America, so it might be actually different. But Coke and Dr. Pepper and Sprite and Orange Fanta and I probably several other sodas I'm missing off the top of my head, but basically various kinds of sodas. There's iced tea. There's Hawaiian punch, things of that nature.
Good old Hawaiian punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hawaiian punch. So you're just kind of chilling, and Jessica's watching the Mortal Kombat, and the woman comes back, the little blonde holding a large pizza, and she gently places it on the counter. She says, "That'll be." She kind of pushes some buttons to check it. $14.49.
Oh, cheaper than I thought. Excellent. I'm going to hand her a 20 and tell her, go ahead and keep the change. And by the way, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, there's a show happening over at the theater. I happen to be running the VIP. You're more than welcome to come.
She's like, "Oh, really?" So, out of character, did you guys ever come up with a name for your band? I can't remember.
Infernal Hymn.
Infernal Hymn. Okay. And she goes, "Really? Who's playing?"
It's a couple of local acts from around here, being headlined over by the ladies group over here, Infernal Hymn. I run the merch and the VIP for the band.
She goes, "No kidding." She's like, "That's ironic because I actually bought tickets." She goes,
Well,
"You run the."
Yeah, all the better if you got the tickets. Yeah, I run the VIP, so I'll tell you what, get to the show a little early. Tell the door guys that Andy put you on the list, and I'll see you there.
She smiles. She goes, "Will do, will do," and she, thanks you. Thank you for, letting me keep the change. And she kind of prints out your receipt and hands it to you. And when she hands it to you, she kind of smiles, and you notice that at the bottom she wrote her phone number down on it.
Oh, he just ripped his head off. Oh, that's cool. I always like seeing that.
And when you say, "Get out of here, Hanzo, you ain't not cold cocked again."
You want to see if you can? Cold cock me, big boy?
You see that he kind of turns and looks at you, and he goes. You kind of notice he's got this grin on his face. The only thing when you say that You notice that he seems to be an upper teenager, but maybe not legal quite yet.
Okay. She's gonna tone it down then. She's gonna tone it
Like,
down now that she sees.
yeah, you see that you at first you only caught a glimpse from behind, and the person is a stockier person, easily mistaken for someone
Yes.
that could have been old.
Yes.
Look at you.
She does
You
not
know,
get down like that. Neither do
when
I.
they look, you notice that they're probably more 16, 17-year-old range.
I see. Well, she's gonna play it off as, ego, like you can't beat me in this game.
Okay. And he goes, he goes, you wanting some of this?
Let's go.
Okay, so you step up, and the person picks Sub-Zero. Who are you choosing?
I am choosing Sonya, and I'm going to say, I don't have a quarter on me. Can you spot me on this one?
You see that, you say that, and he goes, yeah, I gotcha. And he
Perfect.
pops out a quarter in. So let me see what check this would be, because I'll be video game is not really a check.
Yeah.
And while they're playing the game, I want to walk up behind them and open the pizza box. Just taking a big old slice of pizza and just eat it, watching them play the game while holding the pizza box.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to just pull out a. So we're gonna make this a computer's check because there's not any other check that really deals with video games.
I was thinking dexterity for pressing the buttons.
Well, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a dexterity computer's check.
Yeah.
Normally, it goes off of your intellect, but since it will involve dexterity, so we're gonna go dexterity. So, what is your dexterity score?
Dexterity? That's agility. It's same difference, right? Just to make sure.
I'm at agility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, but also my intellect is 3 as well, and I have 0 in computers. So
Okay. Well, you're gonna use your agility. So it'll be 3 green, and I'm gonna do 2 purple, 1 red for their gaming ability, and then we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Make
the roll. All right.
If you mind.
Sure, not at all. Ooh, this looks interesting. Okay. Second, I will have that to you.
Sounds good, my brother.
There you go.
Oh, a success and an advantage. So you end up beating Sub-Zero. And when you beat the Sub-Zero, he looks at you and kind of nods and goes, all right, now I'm going to turn up a little bit. He goes, what do you say? One more game?
One more game? Okay, but I'm going to
Let's make it interesting.
Make it interesting? Oh, go ahead.
He's like, $50.
Ooh.
He pulls out a wad of cash that looks to be $50. Places it on the arcade cabinet. He goes, what do you say?
Ooh. You know my character. You know her. She's got to do it. She's got to do it. Yep.
So you pull $50 that you got?
Double or nothing. She's got only $50, so she's gonna say double or nothing. Here you go.
You put it on the cabinet as well. So this time you're gonna.
And I just want to say jokingly, because even though she's flirting, we're still friends. I'm going to. I want to throw down $10 in favor of the kid.
Oh, okay.
I'll put in favor of the kid, just to throw my name into the hat there too.
Okay, so you $10 on the kid. What about you, Faith? What are you doing? You kind of see in the corner of the pizza place, there's this
small gathering around the Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet.
I'm gonna make my way over. Like, I've definitely probably made my way over by this point. And I'm going to put $5 down on Jessica.
Ooh.
All right, $5 down on Jessica. Okay, so basically we got a bet going on. So now
Yeah.
roll the same thing, except you're gonna roll 2 reds and 1 purple.
All right, so it's 3 greens, 2 reds, 1 purple.
Absolutely.
I hope. Here we go. And what she was going to say, by the way, she was going to say, if we go a second round, I will fatality you.
Yeah.
They do this regularly. Maybe.
Well, it comes down. You both win 1 apiece. Comes down to the next round. Both of you have 1 hit left, and you manage to hit a foot sweep, and you hear finish him. You manage to pull off the fatality.
Fatality.
Yep. Whoever did that, great soundboard.
That was
Fatality. So you managed to pull off a fatality. I want you to know, out of character, you only got 1 success. You barely pulled it off. So you beat the kid, and you see he kind of gives you a head bow and says, "Good shit."
Good shit indeed. I bow my head.
And after that, he walks away from the arcade cabinet, and you have the $115.
Got $115. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I put 5 down on Jessica. Wait, where's my money?
Right. Yeah. What's she get?
That's up to you guys to decide.
So do I give her? Maybe I give her 10 of my own money, so that way she's got paid, right? Or
Well, she owes you for the hotel room, right?
she does.
So you could keep it just as collateral for the hotel room.
That's true. That's true.
I owe you 25, right? So,
Yeah.
so that was at least $10 more down. That I would have won 5 as well as the 5 I put down.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pay you the 15 as well on top,
Okay. So
and say I've paid you back.
okay. So I get. Yeah, because I got his 50 and then his 10, and I could just take. Yeah. So I have 115.
You have 115 smackaroos.
Okay. Cool. All right. I smile. I smile at the 2 of them. When the kid's gone, I smile at the 2 of them, and I'm just like, you wounded me, sir, but look what happened. Look at what happened.
Okay. I you know what? Everyone gets lucky once.
Ha ha ha. You think this is luck? Well, if you want to take a chance, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. This side is still open, she motions. I'm gonna leave you to finish your meat, though.
You know what? It's phenomenal meat, thank you. Would you like your cheese?
Not now, but soon. And I like that you're trying to tempt me with your meat there, but you know, not right now. Not right now.
I think you misunderstood, my dear. This meat's all mine.
Ah. She just laughs and she looks over at Faith and says, "Thank you for putting faith in me."
Absolutely, gotta support my girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faith, how do you put up with that, Faith? I don't get it. How do you put up with that?
Somebody has to, because he sure won't. She motions with her thumb, and then she just like turns to lean her back against the cabinet, in front of the cabinet, and just watch them.
How'd you get yours? My mom won't tell me.
All right. Well, we'll see how your merch sales go then, huh?
Hopefully well. Hopefully as well as the combat did.
Well, I don't know about y'all too, but this food's hitting the spot. I'm exhausted because last night was freaking sold out, and we got another sold out show tomorrow. Like, holy crap! I never legit thought that we'd be like touring and selling out these shows. It's really awesome, and I'm ready. I know I'm ready to just kind of chill.
Yeah, let's go back to the hotel room and chill. Now, you got your own room, but that doesn't mean we can't hang out with you, does
Yeah.
it?
No, it's just you know, y'all got to have your privacy though when you know we're going to bed and shit. So
I mean, I guess.
it
Yeah.
doesn't mean the night's over. I'm ready to just kind of chill. We can pop on them. You know, we can all just maybe go to. If we want to see if there's any movies playing, or we can probably see if the hotel has anything. Though, based on the hotel, it probably doesn't have much in terms of TV.
You know what I want to do? Actually, I want to look around this town because I've always had an interest in this town because she looks around and then kind of like stage whispers to the two of them, the Salem witch trials.
Can't start the day without that.
I just look at I look at Faith, and then I look back at Jessica. Like, you really want to go down that road?
Oh, of course.
You really want to go? You really want to go down that road?
You know it was me that picked this city for a tour, right? Like I wanted to explore this city and find out about the Salem witch trials.
Of course you would. I guess when in Rome, I guess, right? You know, we can. I'm sure there's something. Sure, there's something that we can check out. There's all kinds of historical sites and stuff. Sure, fuck it. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
What do you say, Faith?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
She claps her hands once and goes, "Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go back to the hotel room, get all of our stuff put in, and maybe we can see what the others," when she says the others, she means the others in the band, "are up to. Maybe they'll come with us."
Hey, Mr. Chair, I've got to do the tax.
Okay, so you guys still grabbing those drinks?
Yeah, she'll help grab a drink. She just wants ice water. No, she'll get Coke. She wants Coke.
I'll get cooked too.
Coke. What about you, Andy?
We'll go with good old tried and true Dr. Pepper.
Ah,
Tried and true. The old dirty pecker.
you know what she's gonna say? She's gonna look at him and say, "So you like that DP, huh?"
Oh, you know it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See,
So
Faith
Dr.
just shaking her head in the
Dr. Pepper,
background.
as an old friend of mine used to say, see, Dr. Pepper has a degree in making life taste better.
It does. It certainly does.
So you guys get your drinks and you go up to the counter and you pay for it. Same young lady that was there before, and she smiles, and as you guys are turning to leave, she says to you, Andy, she says, "Look forward to seeing you tomorrow."
And I look forward to seeing you bright and early.
And she smiles and says bye and waves. And you guys make your way out of the Pizza Inn. You get in the van. You guys are heading back to the hotel room?
Yeah, and when we get in the van, she's gonna look to Andy and be like, "Ooh, what was that about?"
I mean, hey, when when in Rome, cute gal. What can hurt?
You know what?
Stupid Flanders
She's
Wi-Fi.
hanging like she wants him to say what. She's like, "You know what?"
And I'm looking at her to continue her statement when she's not. And I'm like, what?
She takes a big breath and then goes, she's like, you should have invited her to the hotel room.
I wanted the Wi-Fi. My bill's full.
You know, yeah, I could have, but you see, I'm playing a different game here. See, I want to give her something to really look forward to tomorrow, right? So I'll bring her into the VIP. She can meet the band, meet everyone else that's playing, get some merch, have a good time, and we'll see where it goes from there, right? I got her number after all.
She's gonna go, oh, that's really sweet of you, and she's gonna try. She's gonna try to reach over and try to pinch his cheek, like a grandmother would. That's really sweet of you.
Andy just laughs it off and kind of like smacks her. She gets a hold of his cheek at first, right? So he's just like, okay, stop it, stop it. Stop it.
She's gonna laugh, and while she does, she looks over at Faith just to see her reaction to it all.
Faith is literally just shaking her head, all of it.
Yeah, makes sense. So, after the nice little banter and the jovial playfulness, you guys managed to get back to the hotel just fine. No problems whatsoever. Now you guys get out of the van. Are you okay? Where are all you guys headed? I know you're headed to your rooms, but like whose room, any of you, etc.
I'm going to get my stuff and start, putting it in my room, me and Faith's room. I'll help Faith with her stuff too, but she's not very strong, so it'd probably be the opposite. She'd probably need help with her stuff, and when she's done, she's going to go up to Andy's room.
Hey, what about you, Faith?
Yeah, as I'm gonna help Jessica move her stuff and my stuff into the room because I'm the stronger of the two of us. I'm guessing, but and then I'm just gonna pass out.
You're just gonna pass out?
Yep.
Okay, what about you, Andy?
Well, thankfully, most of the gear is on wheels in cages, so we don't have a lot to really lift. If and he just kind of like as Laser grabbing the stuff and trying to carry things, he's like, they have wheels and handles, right? Like that's why we bought this equipment, is so you guys don't have to carry it.
But I'm not carrying the equipment. I'm just carrying our shit, like our personal shit.
Yeah. That's all I have to say is this. Yeah. And besides,
Why would we? I mean, I mean, like we've got some of our own. Like I imagine we'd have some of our own equipment. Like obviously the theater's gonna have the big stuff like the speakers and stuff, but what about like the laptops, the microphones, and the extra shit like that? You guys just want to leave that in the car overnight?
No, you're right. I like to carry my personal stuff, so I make sure it doesn't get, damaged. But,
because we've got some equipment that they need for your music. I mean, hey, look, if you don't want to have your synthetics and your backing tracks, that's on you.
She kind of puts her hands up defensively, like, God, no, perish the thought. That was the track on our album, by the way. Perish the thought.
Well, as the I feel like as on the way towards like the rooms, like going back into the hotel, usually a lot of hotels will have like a little tourist center, with, like brochures or like a pin board or something with different things, and I wanted to look and see.
I hold in my
like
hands
what they're advertising for tourists.
27.
Okay. So you kind of go and you check out the boards. It's for the tourists, and you know that there's some form of a convention coming up, kind of like a very small Comic-Con. It's not Comic-Con, but like a a small version like that. And a lot of the other tours, like you see the concert on there, but you also see that a lot of the tours are based around the Salem witch trials, like learning about Salem and learning about the witch trials and things of that nature. They're really, really banking heavily on using the witch trials to interest tourists for, well, revenue, honestly.
Well, that makes sense. So, I want to go ahead and just grab a couple of the brochures and maybe take some pictures of some of the phone numbers that people put up there as like personal tour guides, so that we have a couple options to look over.
Okay, I want you to make me a perception check.
Okay,
So
let me.
again, it will be off of your cunning. So the higher of the rating between your cunning and your perception will be the green dice. The lower amount will be the yellow dice. So if memory serves me correctly, it should be one green and two yellows.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to roll 2 purples. That's your difficulty. 2 purples and a black, a setback
Ooh.
dice. That means when something is going against you.
Okay.
And then roll those, and you can screenshot it, or if you know the symbols, you can,
Ouch.
however you want to do it.
Okay. I'll screenshot that, and then when I put it in there, just can you let me know what exactly the symbols are so I can try and relearn this?
Okay, so you see those little symbols that look like little gunshots?
Yeah.
Those are what's called, that's a success symbol. So that means you got 2 successes, and that little up arrow, Star Trek looking arrow, that's called an advantage. That means that something good has happened. So you succeeded with an advantage. That means it's a great roll.
Awesome.
When you kind of taking pictures and looking over the numbers, you notice that one of the tour guides just so happens you recognize the number as the number of the girl in the restaurant that just gave you her number from Pizza Inn.
Well, how about that?
Yeah,
If that's not the world telling me something, I don't know what is.
right?
Well, then, I want to go ahead because I figure she's probably still working because we were just there. So I want to go ahead and just shoot her a text message saying something like, "Hey, it's Andy from the band. Just saw your name and number on the local tours at the hotel, and wanted to see about linking up perhaps tonight if you're down for it for some tours while we're in town."
Hey, you send it and it goes, well, okay. Does your character have an iPhone or an Android?
Android all the way.
Yeah, I don't know what sound that makes, but it makes the sound where the text sends. I'm an iPhone guy, so I don't know what sounds Androids make.
My phone's on vibrate, so
Gotcha. And so you send the message, and then you kind of go through, and you guys get everything to your rooms, and a little time has passed, but you do feel your phone vibrate in your pocket, and you pull out your phone and you look at it, and it's her, and she says, I get off at 9 o'clock. Is that too late?
Real quick, out of character, do we have a name for this young woman?
All she put was Nicole.
Nicole. Okay.
Last name, just Nicole.
I'll note that too on my
Okay.
sheet just for.
And you
advocacy.
said the place was Pizza Inn, right? That's where we were.
Yeah.
Correct. N is in INN.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna send her we'll reply to her and say, no, 9 o'clock sounds perfect.
You send it to her. A moment later, she messages back, fantastic. Meet me here. And she gives you an address. And since she sent you the address, you can easily just plug it into Google Maps and you'll be able to find your way. And about this time, Jack, Jessica, and Faith, you guys managed to get everything that you wanted to get to your room since you're on the bottom floor. And now, Jessica, you were going to go hang out with Andy. Faith, you were going to crash for a little bit, correct?
Yes.
Am I right, Jessica, or no?
Oh, she said yes. Oh, well, you're
Okay.
talking to me. Oh, yes. I am going to go hang out at Andy's room. My bad. I thought you were
Okay.
talking to her for a second and you missed what she said. My bad.
You end up leaving and going to hang out with Andy upstairs.
Mhm.
You, however, Faith, you go and you kind of go to lay down and you're tired, but you're not falling asleep, maybe because it's different environment, different bed. It can always be a little harder to get to sleep. But you notice on the table there's a Holy Bible. And you notice there seems to be a piece of paper that's kind of sticking out of the Bible. And you kind of sit up a little bit and lean over to look at it. And you notice that written in ink, it says, to faith. What do you do?
So there's nothing else written on it. If there is, I want to read like the rest of it.
It's sticking out of the Bible. So it's probably, if you want to read the rest, you're probably going to have to remove it from the Bible.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out and read it.
Okay, you pull it out and it's a folded piece of paper. You unfold it and you see written in ink. It says, "You can't hide, bitch." That's all it says. You can't hide, bitch.
When I'm no longer in the peak.
Fuck.
I shall see.
She's obviously gonna be like freaked out as hell. So she's gonna like double check all the doors and the windows, everything's locked.
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Yes.
So that's 2 green, a blue, and a purple, isn't it?
Oh, it'll be 2 green.
Yeah.
It won't be a blue. It'll be 2 green,
Oh.
2 purples, and 2 blacks.
Okay.
And the blacks are because you're panicking.
Screen.
Hereby divide by estate in equal shares to Yale University, the Department of Review. Gary from Gary's
What any
Trapdoor
of that means, but sent it.
and constant companion.
2 successes. Ooh. Okay. 2 successes and 3 threats. So you search the windows and the doors and the rest of the room. There doesn't seem to be any forced entry or anything whatsoever. It seems to be that maybe whoever entered this room may have had access to it somehow.
In case you didn't hear me, I said I will not.
Okay. About that time, you hear a knock on the door.
I'm gonna check through the peephole.
You check through the peephole, and you notice that it's Jessica.
You with the Ben Affleck shit and the Matt Damon and everything else. Guess what? You're in.
Yes, it is me.
I open. I open the door and ask, "Did you forget anything?" Or
So when you open the door, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna take the keys and she's gonna dangle it over both of our heads and say, "You know, I'm an equal opportunity kind of gal. Do you want to come upstairs and hang out? Are you sure you don't want to come? Maybe have a little drink or a little bite of pizza. I'll give you my other cheese."
Me in. No one wants to.
I'm gonna kind of slightly push her back gently and just say, "Oh, no, not tonight."
And okay, now, of course, I don't know what happened, but would I be able to tell that something's wrong?
You know what? I was just looking that up. Hold on. There's so many skills on this sheet. I gotta.
Yeah, that was my bad. I just want to say something real quick while he was looking it up. I should have thought about the peephole. I was gonna act like I wasn't there, and then when she opens the door, I was gonna like, boo, like in those horror movies, just try to. She's wondering if it's the killer or whatever, and just gonna be like, boo, scare her or whatever, and then dangle the keys.
She would have bashed you in the head.
I didn't tell Keith fast enough that I was gonna duck underneath the door, but yeah, or the people. My bad, Keith.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't know because at first
Yeah.
it just popped up. You're like, no one. And I'm like,
Oops. Yeah, my bad.
no, you're brother. You're good. So you want to discern what she's doing. Make a vigilance check.
Vigilance check. Vigilance.
Willpower.
Willpower. My willpower is 2, but I have no vigilance.
So it'd be 2 green. Okay. Let's see. Xander is going to try to hide this. So I'm going to say it would be a deception check for Xander. Not because you're trying to be deceptive necessarily, but I mean, actually, I guess I should say, actually, I'll ask Xander, are you trying to hide it?
Yeah.
You are trying to hide it. Okay.
I mean, I know what you'd like.
So now skill checks when you're going against each other. So Jack, you have 2 green, right?
2 green, yes.
2 green.
Sense of acceptance in the air.
What makes this add 2 purple? You both will be going against 2 purple.
Okay.
Okay, Xander, what is your cunning?
My cunning is 2, and I have nothing in perception. In deception.
So you'll also roll 2 green, 2 purple, and it'll just be a straight roll like that.
So 2 green and 2 purple versus 2 green and 2 purple? Just want to make sure.
Correct.
Right. That's something.
You're making
Just screenshot it when you can.
I've sent mine.
They make your own turn.
Okay.
Come on. Pretend that's something.
That's my roll right there. Just blank red and those symbols.
It means you rolled nothing. Okay, and Xander got 2 successes. Okay. You don't notice that there's anything wrong. You think maybe she's just tired. You're not sure. But nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
Okay. So my character, when she like pushes her back gently, and what did she say? She said, Not tonight." Like, oh well, we've got plenty of time, so if you want to do it another night, that's fine. Or if you change your mind, just come a knocking.
I will, don't worry. She kind of like smiles as much as she can at Jessica.
And she's gonna smile back and then say, "Great, see you later," and then turn to head back upstairs.
Okay. Turn to walk back upstairs. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Faith?
I am going to go down to the reception and ask the old man if he's still there, if anyone has requested access to our room or any of the keys like that, or if he's seen anyone kind of suspicious looking come in.
Okay, you go back there, and it's not the old man working anymore, the older man. This time it's a middle aged woman. She's got dirty blonde hair, about shoulder length, a heavier set woman. Uh, she's sitting there scrolling, doing something on her phone. She doesn't even notice you there until you literally get up to the counter. And then she kind of glances up and she looks at you. What can I do for you, darling?
Hi, me and a friend are sharing room, whichever room number ours currently is. Has anyone else requested a key for that today?
She goes, let me see your key so I can see what room you are. You show her the
Do I?
key? So you show her the key and she types it into a computer to look it up. She goes, well, that I see here, no, you were Faith and Jessica were the only ones to rent the room and have access to the room key. Nobody else is that I'm aware of has been in that room except for the two of you.
Are there any security cameras or anything? It's just something was left in the room after we left, so I'm not sure if someone's been in. I'd just like to know.
He says, we got a couple security cameras, nothing great. Do you mind what it is that was left so I can? It's going to take a little time to pull the security footage. What what exactly happened, if I can ask?
Uh, just a note left specifically to me. It definitely wasn't either me or Jessica that would have left it there.
Just to know, is it? Can you tell me what was written on the note?
I'm gonna like slide it across her, like, and let her read it.
Okay, you kind of just slide it across. She grabs the note, unfolds it, and reads it. And then she kind of just nods and goes, oh. And she kind of folds it up and hands it back to you. And she goes, yeah, I can have Earl pull the tape. It'll take a little time because we got several hours that we're going to have to go through to get to it. We don't have any of them super fancy programs. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but if you're willing to give us that time, we can look at it and see what's going on.
No, thank you. That's great. Thank you. Don't worry about how much time it takes.
She nods and she goes, I'll try to keep an eye out and make sure no one comes by your room. And then you hear her go, hey, Earl! Hey, Earl! You need to pull the security tape. And you hear, sounds like the man from earlier. And his voice is lower and more muffled, like he's somewhere in the back, just doing something. And you hear, okay, I'll pull it and run it. What are we looking for? And she goes, just come out here, Earl. And he just goes, all right, I'll be out there in a minute. Okay, what do you do?
I'm just gonna keep thanking her so much for her help. Just the fact that they're doing anything, just be very, very thankful.
And no, and you thank her, and she says, it's our pleasure. Just we want you to feel safe here. So Earl should have that pulled. We should know something by tomorrow at the latest.
Absolutely, thank you so much. I'm gonna go and batten down in the room, but thank you so much.
She says, "Yeah, no, it's our pleasure." And you go back to the room and you lay down, and it's a little hard. Your nerves are kind of still racked, but you manage to begin calming down a little bit, knowing that they're gonna take a look at the security footage. We go upstairs. Andy, Jessica, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna do shaving a haircut. Knock on Andy's door.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but
Dun, 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 she's gonna do the shaving a haircut 2
Type
bits.
of note.
oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, I was shaving a haircut. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Andy hears it. He definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and. I was just really kind of chilling, standing there, flipping through the channels. So when I heard the knock on the door, just gonna head over and just open the door.
Now she's going to duck by the. Now she's gonna do what she wanted to do to Faith. She's gonna try and do that.
Okay,
Well,
so
see, Andy's not looking through the peephole.
That
He's just
too.
opening the door.
That too.
Andy's looking through the door.
No, he's just gonna open the door.
Straight up open it. But I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like ducking with my back to the side, like like in the stealth game or whatever. I'm just gonna try to hop out at him.
Okay, so you know he opens the door and you hop out. Blah.
Yeah.
And how does Andy react to this?
Blah.
He jumps a little. He was caught off guard. He jumps a little.
I got you. I got you. I finally got you too. I finally got you. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Just take your victory. Everyone gets one. You know, it's you take. All right, fine.
I'm just
Fine.
winning all over the place today. W's everywhere. Ooh, you know what my third W's gonna be? Do they have a liquor bar? Do they have a liquor bar? She tries to like go in quick by him to try to look for she wants to look for a shot of Fireball. That's her drink of choice. She wants to see if they got a little liquor bottle for Fireball. I'll pay for it. I know this is your room, but I'll pay for it.
You know, well, so yeah, you go in the room and they have those little mini fridges. They have a mini fridge. It's not as luxurious as like a 5-star hotel by no means, but there's some alcohol in there, and ironically, there is one Fireball in there.
You know what I miss? She's gonna take it. She's gonna hold it up. You know what I miss? She just stares at Andy. See, that's the thing. She tries to bait him to respond so much.
And so he's just looking at her and motioning with my hand, kind of like in a circle, like,
Go on.
come on, spit it out.
Cinnamon Coke. Third W today. Here's how you make what I call what is the word? We'll just say off-brand. Off-brand Cinnamon Coke. Where is my cup? Where's my cup? There it is. And she's gonna get it and try to twist open the shotgun. Damn plastic.
You can keep that cinnamon Coke crap to yourself. I am a Pepsi Holiday Spice kind of guy.
What? You haven't had Cinnamon Coke, have you?
Oh, I've had it. I don't like it.
You wound me again today. She's gonna pour it. She's gonna pour it and like stir with her straw and then sip and like, oh, so good. So Faith is too tired. You know, she works a little too hard. You know, and just I feel bad for her because she's sleeping a lot and stuff. But at least she sleeps a lot. But at least she comes around and stuff and everything. Not like Donnie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, could be a whole lot worse. At least she does hang out.
Yeah.
Is she feeling okay? I mean, we've been on the road a lot more this time than we have before. Like, did she catch a bug or something?
I don't know, but I mean, she seemed all right to me when I asked her if she wanted to come up. And speaking of Donnie, where is he? He's a guitarist for the band. I just made him up. But yeah. So her whole thing is that he sleeps a lot and doesn't hang out.
It's been said that Donnie's known occasionally to have a case of restless leg syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I know you said that Faith wasn't wanting to kind of rest, but I'm gonna shoot her a text anyway and see if she wants to hang. Also, before I forget to tell you, when y'all were heading to the room, I was checking out their little visitor corner up there by the front desk, and guess who gives tours? Nicole from the pizza joint.
Oh, that's her name. That's a nice name.
Yeah, she didn't even, dummy me didn't even get her name there. I just got her number, but we didn't exchange names, but her name was on the paper, so yeah, it turns out, because I recognized the number. I'm like, no way. There's no way that, the world's throwing me a bone right now, but, yeah, she gives tours, so, she wants to meet up, she gave me the address. She wants to meet up around 9 o'clock tonight.
Sounds good. I'll be game.
So I want to text. I'm going to text Faith and see if maybe she just needs a nap.
Yeah.
Let's see if maybe she wants to join us in a little while to go meet up with Nicole and check out what kind of tour we got.
And she's gonna be drinking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She's
drinking.
I'll just say something real quick. Yes, she's drinking. She's gonna go. Yeah, you should actually text her because even though I already checked on her, that would look good on you. Show you care and stuff. And that's all I had.
Okay. So you sent a message, and right as you're about to drift to sleep, you hear your phone go off. Faith.
Right. I'm gonna look at it, and because I don't feel safe in the room, I'm gonna accept.
Okay. So you text back. So Andy, you get a text back that she's good for 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, it looks like Faith is going to join us tonight. She's down.
Cool.
Okay. So it's about 6 p.m. You guys have eaten. Some of you have been drinking a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You get Faith, you managed to get a little nap in, and now we're going to time lapse a little bit. It's about 8:30. And Faith, you've woken up. You know how when you're in a new place, you just don't very long because it's just not your environment.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those things. But you feel more well rested than you did, but you're still very uneasy because of the letter that you got. And what have you, Andy and Jessica, what have you two been doing for the last 2.5 hours?
If you ask Jessica, she'll say that's
I was watching Employee of the Month.
Okay. We had both of you speak at the same time.
I'm sorry. I was trying to be silly. Go ahead.
No, you're good. What was that, Kyoki? I'm sorry.
No, I was watching Employee of the Month, the Dane Cook movie.
Okay. Well, I haven't heard of that movie in forever. So you were watching Employee of the Month, and what were you doing, Jessica?
I'm just gonna watch, and one of the things I'm gonna say is, whatever happened to him?
You know, I think he married like some 23-year-old.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that I saw it pop up on my Instagram like a year or something ago. Yeah, it's some girl that's like more than half his age, or what, like less than half his age,
Right.
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, less than half his age. Yeah, apparently they're married and have been together for like 5 years at that point. So like he grabbed her when she was like 18 or some shit. Freaking weird, dude.
He married somebody my age. Huh. Hmm. No wonder he's. Yeah. No wonder nobody's heard from him. She's probably. Oh. Just. I'm not even gonna say. She puts her hand up and she's just like, I'm actually going to just drop it on this one.
Hey, you know what? I guess the stars align for everybody at some point.
Yeah, I guess so. She's gonna get up and like open the curtains and try to see. Ooh, look, there's two stars right there. They're aligning, and then she's gonna look to him and then look to the stars and it's like, and point and say, see? She points from one star and trails her finger down towards his face. And then she points to the other star and then trails it down to her face. And when she points to her face, she's gonna smile. Look at that. See those two stars? They aligned with us.
You're seeing stars. I'm just seeing a black hole.
A black hole, huh?
A big old black hole.
I bet you want to see a certain type of hole at 9 o'clock, don't you?
You're the one that wanted to go on this tour. Look, I'm not going to complain because it's the cute chick from the pizza place. But you know what? It's whatever happens, happens. We'll let the magic in the air decide.
Yeah, we'll see if the stars aligned again for that.
You know what? You've been on a roll, so maybe with you hanging out, that's not good luck's going to wear off on me tonight.
You realize I can be your wing woman, right? Like, you realize that?
If they find out, they'll shut us down.
And here I was thinking that you hated me.
Now, why would I hate you?
Bart Simpson, I sketched you so much.
Because you're so mean all the time, as he says in a sarcastic tone.
Oh, what's with all the wounding today? I'm getting wins and wounds. 3 W's from each column thingy.
I guess it helps that we've known each other so long. So you know, I get to say these things.
Yeah, I guess it does help. So he just kind of smiles a little bit, and she goes to sit down and just looks at the movie and sips at her drink. And when she does, you can hear the air like,
So you're
like
gonna
she's
name
almost out.
Father's tonight, and well, I can't dinner.
So as you guys are talking, it's about 8:40 now. You look at the time and know that if you're gonna head there, it might be a good idea to start getting ready.
I'm all about it.
Because you don't know how far this place is.
Yep. So I'm just going to. I guess yeah. I mean, I'm just going to kind of stick with what I've been wearing because it's not like I was wearing the clothes for overnight or for 3 days straight or anything. So I'm just gonna keep with what I'm wearing. Just I'm gonna button up the flannel because it is a little chilly outside, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just gonna wash my face a little bit and make sure that I've got some deodorant on, don't stink, and then I'm gonna be good.
Okay. What about you, Jessica?
I'm going to be making sure my makeup is in tip-top form, but I'm gonna try to rush it because yeah, we don't know.
Okay. And what about you, Faith?
I'm going to kind of like just like freshen up and then head out to meet the other two.
Okay. So the three of you come out, ironically, around the same time, and you get to the van, starts right up. You plug the address into Google Maps, and it says it should take you about 10 minutes to get to where you want to go.
Can I do it?
You guys, who's, who's driving?
I'll drive.
Okay. So you get behind the wheel and you drive, and 10 minutes goes by. The traffic is not not super out tonight. You get to your location, and it's not a building or anything. You notice that you're at some kind of outdoor location, and you can see that there's like a little bonfire going, and you can see several people that are sitting around the bonfire talking, and you can see from the headlights of the van shining over on them. Oh, and they look over at the van. You can see that Nicole is one of them, and it's her, and looks to be several other people. You're not sure if the people are friends or what the case is. So you guys shut off the ignition, and what do you guys do?
I'm,
I'm going to since I spotted Nicole over by the little bonfire, I'm going to start walking over that way and holler out for her as I'm getting closer. Hey, Nicole, it's Andy.
And when you say that, she hears you. She goes, "Hey, Andy, come over here." And she kind of motions with her hand for you to join her at the bonfire.
I'm gonna open the sliding door to the van and follow and make sure it's locked up.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
just
so
gonna follow Jessica.
I'm attracted to one man.
okay, so you managed to lock up just fine. What are you doing, Faith?
Following Jessica.
Okay, and you all make your way to the bonfire. And there's a space next to Nicole for you, Andy. And there's a couple spaces that are available around the bonfire. And there's just a hodgepodge of people here. There's males and there's females. But all of them are of age. There's no minors or anything. It's all people that are. It looks to be 21 and up for sure. So uh, they're all sitting there and they're all kind of facing Nicole's direction, and she goes, "So you all are here today for the tour guide. Now, let me ask you." And she kind of looks at the three of you. She goes, "You guys are new. I know most of these other people usually tend to stop by my tour guides often, so they kind of know what's going on. But what do you guys know about the Salem witch trials?"
Clearly, secretly super.
When she comes up, I'm gonna be like, when I come up, I'm gonna be, ooh, my type of crowd. I'm gonna say that so they know, and I'm gonna sit next to a man, and I say, how you doing tonight? And then, do the casual talk with him, and then when it's, when what you just said happens, I'm gonna be like, I know a lot of unjust stuff happened. That's
So
a way to put it.
when you talk to the man sitting next to you,
Mhm.
he looks at you and he goes, "Man, I don't know what you got going on, but you want a piece of this? We go do it in the trees."
That does sound a little tempting. I'm
Hell,
one for nature. I will say that.
I tell you this. If you like nature, I got the biggest piece of wood you'll ever see.
Ah, is that right? You do a lot of carpentry. I've always had an interest in woodworking. Yeah.
Why don't you go back behind this tree with me and I'll show you all carpentry you need. I'll lay the foundation in your floor.
Well, well, you know what? I'm not one to refuse, but let's see how this tour goes. Yeah?
Yeah. All right, okay, yeah, we can do that. And you notice he just like places his hand in yours.
She laces her fingers with his and gives it a little squeeze.
He just laces his hand. Yeah, so you the hands. What are you doing, Jessica? Or not Jessica, I mean Faith. Sorry, Braveheart.
I'm going to just kind of sit to the side, and not really talk much, but like just constantly like watching everyone.
Okay, what are you doing, Andy?
Well, I'm just mingling. So, Nicole is obviously my contact here. She's the one that I've been talking to. So I'm just kind of hanging out with her, and while just kind of really just kind of standing there while she's chatting with her people. When she asked what I know, like what we know about the witch trials, I just respond to her with honestly. I've never done a lot of reading into it. I know that a lot of really bad things happen to a lot of people, but this is more of Jessica's thing. In fact, funny enough, we're here for the show tomorrow night because she really wanted to have a show here.
You see Nicole kind of nods and she listens, and you can see the orange hue from the fire kind of flickering off of her and her hair. And she goes, "It's interesting here." She goes, "And I know a lot of people know of the witch trials, and they know the generic, basic information that pretty much anyone knows. But do you know about the incident that they keep secret around here?
I like secrets. What happened?
About 200 years, it was said that women were falling ill, and for some reason or another, it's said that Satan got in their mind and possessed them and caused them to cut open their own stomachs while they were pregnant and pull out the babies as a sacrifice.
No.
It's bad for your teeth.
Not. Oh yeah.
Share these with your friends.
She goes, I know you're wondering why you guys are out here kind of in the middle of nowhere. The reason you're out here is because there's still an old shack. There's still an old house out here that stands from back then. And it is said that a couple of the higher ups of this, what they called cult, a couple of these higher ups in the cult used to bring pregnant women here so they could sacrifice their baby to Satan. Because supposedly, if you sacrifice your baby to Satan and make a contract, you can get anything your heart desires. About this time, she kind of rises to her feet, and several other people rise to their feet too. She goes, "You guys want to check out the house?"
Yeah, I'm gonna rise to my feet too, and I'm gonna drift my hand away from the guy.
Okay.
And she's gonna take a quick second to look at the guy that she's been talking to and say, "How old are you?"
He goes, I, I, I'm as old as you want me to be, baby.
Well, as long as it's 18 and up.
He goes, hey, if you want me to be 18 and up, baby, I'm 18 and up.
Well, how
Whatever
old
you.
are you really now? Because now,
He goes, well, let's see here. Back in 1970, I think I was like
Oh.
somewhere around like 70.
What?
No, that ain't. I, he just had a. Now you could tell by looking at him, he's definitely over 18. He's got shaggy gray hair. It's very unkempt. Very unkempt. Looks combed it in quite some time. You're not even sure if he's bathed in some time.
yeah,
To be
Jessica, go ahead.
no, that's it. You're not even sure he's bathed.
Jessica thinks she might have had a little bit too much to drink, and
Well,
um,
Jessica might be right.
she's just gonna say, yeah, let's go.
Hey, so Jessica's on board. Everyone else seems to be on board. Faith, and tell me what's happening.
I'm just gonna stand up, ready to follow. Kind of still being quiet though.
Can I?
Andy?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Well, so it looks like Nicole's going to be leading the charge. So I'm going to follow suit right behind her, let her know, you lead the way, dear. I am right behind you.
And you see when you say that, she kind of gives you a wink, and she goes, "Yeah, I know why you're walking behind me."
Well, I guess guilty as charged.
Okay, Jack. I'm sorry, Jessica. What were you gonna do?
I'm gonna look to Faith. I'm gonna walk towards her, and I'm gonna say, you rested enough? You good?
Later yesterday, when they opened the drink.
Faith?
You with us, Faith?
Sorry, pardon. Repeat that, please.
Oh, she's gonna say, you well rested enough? You good?
I feel like you couldn't see on her face that she's still tired, because she didn't get that much sleep. But she's just kind of nodding her head and just going along with the motions.
Does she seem like she's not herself?
I'm gonna say by now, instead of making you roll. Well, I don't know. Actually, hold on. Are you still trying to hide it?
No, not really.
So you kind of notice that, yeah, she's not really something's up. You don't know what, but you know something's off.
Hey, you okay? She looks really concerned now all of a sudden, not her usual self.
Just gonna kind of slightly brush it off, just be like, yeah, everything's okay, don't worry. Let's just enjoy this. You wanted to do this, right?
Yeah, of course, but I don't want to push you into something you don't want to do. I mean,
Oh, it's fine, don't worry. Let's we can do this. We'll be fine.
you sure?
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys all begin walking through. It's basically a heavily wooded area, kind of creepy. And you guys walk for a little bit. I want all three of you to make perception checks.
Okay. Okay. That's 2 green.
It
yeah.
mine. I'm just going with the same stuff I have, right? Because I had 2 in perception and
It would be for you, Kyoki, 1 green, 2 yellow, 3. All of you. This time though, you're rolling against 3 purple dice. and 2 blacks because it's really
Okay,
dark
so
out
one
and there's
green,
not
2 yellow. You said how many blacks?
2 blacks and 3 purples.
And for us, it'll be 2 greens, won't it, for me and Trent?
Yeah.
Yes. 2 greens for you guys, purples, and 2 blacks.
You're saying it's because it's dark out?
Yeah, so because it's really dark and there's just not a lot of light, like Nicole has a flashlight, but based on a flashlight shining in front of the person, seeing the surrounding area to your left and your right and stuff would be really difficult.
Fair.
Well, my roll was a fun roll.
My
Ooh.
honestly,
Oh,
So look at
my roll too wasn't great either.
Wonderful for the storyteller here.
Ooh. Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo,
So,
hoo.
Yoki got a triumph, which means he succeeds. But boy, look at those threats.
right?
Like, oh, I love it, Kyoki. Okay, so due to the atmosphere and everything, Xander, you are going to take 2 points of strain. So on your character sheet, you have a strain threshold,
Yep.
and it will be. I don't remember what your strain threshold is off the top of my head.
9.
But you'll put a 2 out of something.
Yeah, 2 out of 9. Yeah.
Jack, you suffer 1 strain. Kyoki, you actually spot this, but you also take 4 strain, by the way.
Okay, so I am reducing.
Well,
my-
okay.
What am I doing with that?
Well, you can reduce it. However, somehow keep track of your maximum strain.
I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick to show what I'm doing, to make sure everybody, you know what I mean, is on the same page.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, just to let y'all know.
Right. So I would so the threshold is 12. Would I probably under the current? I would just probably put 8 since I took 4. Right.
So, is what I would do is you can do that as any way how you remember. Jack put 1. You can either put 4, meaning you have 8 strain left. You can put 8, meaning you have 8 left. Basically, however, it will best help you to remember how many you have left.
Yeah, because current to me literally means how much do I have left.
You could put 8, absolutely. I
Okay.
don't care however you want to do it, as long as you remember what it is. That's all that matters.
I'm counting up just to say for my end, because when I loaded up Keith's, I saw your name for a second, so that's why I said Keith. Somebody sent me a message. When I loaded up my sheet, I saw current say 0, so I just got 1, and I treat threshold as if it's the max. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just that's how I'm doing it.
That's
the same as
also
him.
fair.
Yep.
That makes sense. How much are you currently? Yeah. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. I'll stay on the same page. So if I have questions, we're together.
Cool.
Completely. So, Xander, did you get your strain put down?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Xander or Faith and Jessica, you don't notice this, but you do, Andy. And as you're walking behind Nicole and she's kind of shining the flashlight's kind of swaying a little bit. You know how when you walk, your arm moves?
Mm-hmm.
Light was going to kind of drift off a little bit, but go back in front. When the beam drifts off to the left just a little bit, you see out in the distance, and it looks like someone is hanging from a noose on the trees.
Oh. So I stop. I just like I stop in my tracks because I thought that I saw something, and I'm just kind of like looking over in that direction, like hoping that my eyes are going to adjust to the darkness. and I can get a better idea. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna holler out, "Hey, Nicole, hang on a second."
She got a little ways ahead of you, but she hears you. And when you say that, she looks back and kind of turns around, and the light kind of shines in your face. Not like directly, but enough that you can put up your hand to shield your eyes. And she goes, "Yeah, Andy, is everything okay?"
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really think I saw something when you're moving your light. Can you just humor me, please, and just come like point your like come just come back over here. I'm trying to think of what we want to do. Yeah, just if you can just come back here, please, for just a
Comes,
second.
she comes back to you and is standing like right next to you, and you kind of motion for her to point, and she points the flash over there, and you don't see anything. You just see tree branches.
Oh, 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 okay. I swear to God, I thought I saw something. Um, I must be my mind must be playing tricks on me. It's the whole ghost tour thing. All right, I like it. Okay, let's keep going.
She's like, "You sure? You okay? What'd you see?"
I shit you not. I swear I saw somebody hanging in a tree, like they were hung, dead from a noose.
You say that, and you see that she looks like taken back, and she's like, "Whoa!" She's like, "I've never had anyone ever see anything like that before."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, because I saw it for a split second, and I don't know. I don't see why I would even make that up, but like I don't know. I saw something. Maybe the darkness is just playing tricks on me. I don't know, but it was eerie as shit. Like I swear I saw something. I can't even explain it. I saw something.
She can tell. She can tell that you're kind of worked up because that strain is kind of you getting worked up. That strain is you, so she can kind of tell that you are genuinely kind of freaked out about something. And of course, in any situation like this, there's always going to be nerves. You know how your mind, even when you
Mm-hmm.
know something out there, your mind can still kind of do things, even if it's just out in the woods at night. Still that little bit of eeriness, but yeah, she knows you. She could tell that you're more worked up than most of the other people. And she goes, You guys sure you're good to continue?"
I'm gonna take a real deep breath and just kind of collect myself for a second. Yeah, yeah. Like Nicole, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not the biggest believer in all the spooky shit. That's kind of Jessica's thing, but like
I'm giggly.
that, I've never in my life seen anything like that. So I don't know if it's my nerves, if it's the lights playing tricks on me with the shadows, or there's some spooky shit going on here. I don't know. But regardless, we're all here for a reason.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's keep going. We're here to enjoy ourselves. I can't. Nothing was there. I can't let it. Can't keep dwelling on that. Let's just keep going.
She reaches out and touches your arm in a comforting way. She says, "Okay." She says, "Let's go. Follow me." And you guys continue walking for a little ways, and then you come to it's an old, like not a shack, but like an old cabin. Yeah, just like an old cabin. And it definitely looks like it's been abandoned for quite some time. And she walks towards the door, which is closed. and she places her hand on it and pushes it open. And you can hear the old wood kind of creak and shift as it opens. You can hear it.
I kind of laugh a little bit, and then I want to look to Andy and I'm gonna say, "Hey, you didn't sneak a little bit of my drink, did you? Earlier?" You know, kind of making light of that he saw something like he's drunk too or something. Oh, that's right. You don't like cinnamon coke. That's right.
Yeah.
She snaps her fingers.
Unless you spiked my drink, I'm telling you, I saw something.
I'm
Well,
wrong.
I wouldn't spike your DP. I wouldn't do that to you.
In the world would you get me this?
And so
DP? He's just being silly now. Just talking about TP instead of DP.
I wouldn't trade it.
So when you guys kind of Nicole steps in and steps over to the right, and everybody begins to pour into the cabin, and you see that there looks to be some kind of mark that's been carved into the floor. Some kind of looks like it could be either some kind of religious mark, maybe a ritualistic mark. You're not sure.
For a half a second, I thought you meant Tony Khan. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Tony Khan's not in this game.
He's a mark, though. I'm sorry.
And you see that in the middle of this insignia, this symbol, you see that there's an old-time board. When you examine it further, it's definitely a Ouija board. And she goes, you guys want to find out what happened here?
Yes, I do. I'm just like fascinated with the Ouija board. One of the reasons, Andy would probably know, one of the reasons why she likes this type of stuff is its inspiration for her music.
Sure. And she looks over at you, Andy. What about you?
I just hope you know what you're getting into.
She says, yeah, I've done this before. And then she looks at everyone else. She goes, well, we have done this before. There's still a lot of questions to be answered.
I'm gonna.
And then she looks.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know what I'm getting into, but that's half the fun.
Faith's gonna decide to sit outside the cabin having a smoke.
Okay. And so Faith is gonna sit outside the cabin. Okay. So Faith exits the cabin, and everyone else, she says, we have done this before. Like, so everyone else takes a seat around in a circle. And she says, okay, everyone, put your hand in the middle. Give me your energy.
Now, when Faith goes to leave, I'm going to like turn to see her walk, and I'm going to hide like if this was a movie, the viewer would only see it. I'm going to pout. But then when I turn around, it's going to fade away, and I'm going to put my hand in like I'm sad that she left.
Okay. So you put your hand in. Andy, do you put your hand in?
I do. Yes.
Everybody else puts their hand in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're gonna transition scenes as if this were a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's character sees this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just for flavor. No, none of your characters will know this, but you see inside of a bedroom, you see a window that's been opened. A white curtain hangs down, and it slowly blows in the breeze. The only bit of light is from the moon that shines in through the window enough to illuminate the area just enough for things to be seen. There is a woman lying in bed. She's asleep. Along the wall, there is a black figure, almost as if a shadow, and it's almost like it glides over to the bed. About that time, it's like the woman just wakes up. And when she wakes up, you immediately see that something is holding her down. She can't move. Her face slowly begins to get cut around, and her face peeled away, revealing the red raw meat and muscle underneath, her teeth showing. And something cuts from each crack, like the side of her mouth, cuts all the way around to her ear on each side to form a smile. The woman lies in bed, dead, her face gone, her hair covered in blood, smile carved into her face. And the black shadow, just as quick as it was there, it's gone. And that's where I'm going to end the first session.